Okay, I know we have 6 seconds. Let me just put the closed captions on. Hello there, Toxicite. So, working from home? Yay. Back problems? Boo. I hope you get better soon on that. Hope you get better soon for that, and hopefully that's just a random twinge and it's not anything too major that you'll need to deal with. So yeah. Oh, thanks for popping in. We are just starting, as you can see, and let me actually just get this and shrink it down a bit, because I have realised that with the next upcoming game we have, this is probably going to be blocking a few things, so we'll keep it there for today and see how it goes. I may adjust my avatar as well and try and maybe filter a few things, because our next scheduled game is going to be Disco Elysium, which is going to be very, very text heavy. So unfortunately we tried to go to war against Zenzia last time, if I am remembering correctly, and unfortunately we are 1,600 gold in debt, and we have a Liberty faction wanting a lower crown authority, which is annoying because we're actually on a good level, not at the absolute highest, so we'd be knocked down to this. So yeah, we'd have some issues if we wanted to try and change our succession law, and obviously if vassals are having any titles that may fall out of the realm. So I did have a thought about maybe doing a holy war, but then I realized it's like, yeah, these are individually weak enough for us to go against. But if we decided to do a holy war, we'd have Lotharingia, Westphalia, Burgundy, Germany, Italy, and those are just the countries that are pretty much right on our border. And yes, indeed, things happened, TM. Indeed, they did. So, seeing as our character is... Okay, not content. Was that our previous one? Yes, it was. That was our previous character. So yes, unfortunately, we are very, very in debt, and we basically have no military at all. So what I tend to do is I turn off the reinforcing men-at-arms. I know that doesn't actually happen or do anything while you're in debt, but I have had on a couple of occasions it's kind of zigzagged, where I get to a positive gold balance and the game goes, oh, you can start reinforcing your men-at-arms, and then I go into debt or slight debt again, and then I get the money back and the game goes, oh, you could pay your men-at-arms. So I tend to leave it until we actually have a small amount of money actually saved up in the bank. So Zenzia, they have 30,000 troops. I think we may have to do something about that. So, oh, city funded for 25 years. That would be nice. So, I wonder... So, I'm just trying to think, because obviously one of these things is that I keep on getting what I can do in Crusader Kings 2 a little bit mixed up with what I can do in Crusader Kings 3. So, if I could somehow catch you or your heir... Oh, hang on a minute. Kingdom, Duchy... No, I thought there was a second duchy title there. Nope, no such luck. Then you are allied to Rioja. I think you're just allied to someone within your realm, and yes, and a truce there as well. So Mallorca is fairly independent still. Oh, new lifestyle perks. So what do we do? golden obligations. We could demand payment for hooks. Yeah, I think we'll go under the avaricious tree just so we can actually get a little bit more money per month. We are at 23.4. I could try and get some alliances. I just need to find someone who's obviously going to be closely enough in the line of succession and who is not already married to someone. That was the wrong one. Let's see. A 10-year-old. So arrange marriage, and let's just see. Okay, we're not on a filter preset, which is only showing the ones with good genetic traits. Is just so many have good genetic traits that it's just just basically everyone except this random lowborn woman has some good genetic traits. So let's see. So would you take a niece? You would. Would you take a courtier? No, even though she is of the same dynasty. She would not be acceptable. Our daughter would be fine, but I don't really want to do that, so I think we will go for that 16-year-old niece. Send a proposal. And armor. Humel laminar armor. No, we got a quality 4 one, so no, we won't go for that. Okay, so Burgundy. Betrothal, and obviously we're going to have to be waiting about 6 years for that to come through. So we have a 12-year-old here, and let's see. Yeah, worth a shot, just trying to see if we could get a courtier. You would accept a cousin. There's 10 years between them. That should be fine, and we'll see if we can actually get a few betrothals and alliances through. You are 6 years old. Let's have a look. Okay, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice a daughter for that. And Italy. There we go. We've got an alliance with Germany because obviously that is the immediate... and apparently the Kingdom of Burgundy, or the King of Burgundy, is the brother of the King of Italy. That is interesting. Okay, how old are you? 3 years old. Can we maybe... no, actually we don't want matrilineal. We don't want matrilineal. We're trying to do it the other way. So courtier, courtier, nephew, grandson. Nope, won't accept. Too distant. Too distant. Mercenary contract expiring. That would be fine. And join in a war. So what do we do on decline? Lose 350 fame. I think we'll be fine. Boy. Do you have any other siblings? Yes. Okay, so, okay, we definitely need him to have a few more children, lest Burgundy and Italy decide to join together. The papacy is at war against Tyranny War. Interesting. Wonder what happens when the Pope loses a Tyranny War. Hello, England? No, basically you do not have anyone. Like already married. Yeah, all of you are already married. Alba, how about you? 2 daughters. Except your lineage is... Actually, that could be good for me. Because if your inheritance is male only, grandson will not accept. Patrilineal marriage. Let's see if the younger one, the younger one with haemophilia. Well, let's do that anyway. How many troops would you bring to the table? About 3,000. Okay, this is going to take us absolutely forever to get out of this debt, isn't it? Okay, so that's our daughter coming of age, level 3 education. Let's say, so who is our heir? Because I cannot remember. Okay, pretty decent. Beautiful, intelligent, and robust. A daughter who is almost perfect. And a brother who is the one that we have just betrothed to the unfortunate child in Scotland that's got haemophilia. So let's actually see if there's anyone good for you around. Ah, wait. So, yeah. Okay, so you're in a different court. That would be why. So, at Count Diego's court. In Tarragona. Okay, so interesting. They are not actually in my court. Okay, complete regiment. So, we could get private levy. Levy size plus 5% or personal guard. I think I'd rather have the personal guard, seeing as we're not going to be going to war anytime soon. Or at least not an offensive war anyway. Okay, demand payments. That's 110 gold. Philomena is a fornicator. I don't care about that. You are being educated in stewardship. Who do we have that's good? Apparently all the top people do not have a stewardship education. Okay, guess it's us then. Hey, another feast. Hello there, I am Nosbot. How are you doing? Oh, what? We abused our friendship and we gained 69 stress. Ugh. That's aggravating. That is aggravating. I did not mean to select that one. So, okay, we're only 1,000 gold in debt now. And you used your weak hook. Okay, Marshal of 22, that is fine. That is fine. Hello there, Diamondson. Thankfully, we are so low on stress to begin with that it's not actually that much of a problem. I say that much of a problem anyway. Do I want to promote culture? I think I do. That is obviously going to take our monthly income down a little bit. So, okay, it's not worth changing that over because she gives just such a small amount to it. And you are converting faith in country. Good, good, good. And you're doing good. I'm not a bot. That's good to hear. I know you've commented the last stream that you weren't feeling all that great. So that's nice to hear. Fingers crossed that you continue to obviously just be generally well. So what do we have at the royal court? Cat. Yes. Always yes to cats. So what kitty do we have? Okay, so we've got a black kitty this time. And then we can immediately pet the cat. So of course, speaking of cats, I actually had to leave the house and actually do some work outside of where I live. So normally my husband would set up the cat feeder before he left, but he forgot. So of course he's running out the door because he needs to get a train to his workplace. So it's like, just as he's heading out the door, he goes, oh, I've forgotten to put the cat feeder on. And I goes like, doesn't matter. Got a lot of points saved up there, then I am not a bot. Okay. So Mozarabs tend to deal with a certain degree of extra difficulty. Ooh, lose 245 gold. County of Leon. No, I think we'll have to say I'll not have you pollute my towns. Oof. And Toxicite, speaking of black kitties, had to step away for a minute to put your cat outside, causing mayhem in your bundle of wires. You can imagine my dismay when I have to bend over. Yes. Yes. So, and I'm not a bot. Summer anime lineup sucks. Does it? Oh. That's going to be disappointing. It's going to be disappointing. Okay, and I'm just going to say I have no choice for the Liberty faction because I really don't want to fight a war at the moment. We've had a couple of good anime in the spring. I haven't overly seen anything for the summer. I admit, I generally wait for Mother's Basement's like anime to watch thing and do it based on that, and then also sometimes the dumpster fire ones, because sometimes there is a one that's, you know, the typical so bad it's good. So I tend to use his things to see what might be worth watching. And yeah, Toxicite, speaking of a bad back, so I have had, ever since I got my first COVID vaccination, I have had frozen shoulder. So I can feel your pain, because if I lift my arm up too high or try and get it above a certain degree of freedom, my shoulder just goes, what are you doing? No, you don't do that. Okay, so Chancellor has a contract that is quite lenient. So a sufficient incentive will buy his consent, but 485 gold. 22% chance of a diplomacy challenge. And no, we'll say loyalty is worth more than levies. And of course he comes right up to us after that. So my treasury could need a refill, or I have been interested in Bordeaux. No. For 75 gold, no, I'm not going to reduce his taxes. We have discovered guilds. So anyway, talking about kiddies. So I told my husband, it's like, yeah, don't worry about the feeder. We've got a couple of mice that are supposed to like help replicate hunting for food. So it's like you fill them with a bit of dry food, put them down, and the cat is supposed to hunt them out, kind of pounce and play with them, and shake the food out. So when I go in and start filling up these feeder mice, Ollie is nicely curled up on his cat tree. I start measuring out the food. I look down to my right, and he's there, sitting up at me. It's like, I can has? Like, I can has? And he's like, so I give him one piece of food, and I put the mouse with the least amount of food down by him. By the time I've gotten ready to leave, he's already halfway through the second of the feeder mice. By the time I leave, he's already gotten through the second of the feeder mice. Bear in mind, this is a couple of hours after he had breakfast, and even more hours before he actually gets his lunch. So by the time I got back, it was over an hour since his lunchtime, and he was meowing at me. Thankfully, he actually didn't find the third mouse, so he did actually get a little bit of a late lunch snack. And I'm not a bot, you took your cat for a walk. Oh, that is a cute image. Yeah, or fingers crossed that we get the house move all done in time. I am planning on leash training my cat Ollie and being able to take him into the garden that we'll have. So fingers crossed. that he'll like it. Slash, we will be able to what's the word? Ply him with food, because he is such a food orientated cat. The idea of walking cats is just mind boggling. Well, it helps them. You have to think it helps them. It's like we are planning on like potentially getting a little catio for him, so we can go in, like, so we can go outside into an enclosed area and actually get a bit of fresh air and sun and whatnot on his own. But the area where we're looking has, I will preface this with, for the UK, the place where we're looking has some decently large gardens. So I'm imagining we have a small little catio and then an absolutely huge garden itself. A huge garden. So I think Ollie would appreciate being able to go out and actually walk the length of the garden. And just saying, look out for when the cat falls over for no reason with a harness. Yes, I am aware of this. So my previous cat, we actually leash trained her as a kitten. So I know that some cats will just completely just startle and just not move when they have the harness on. So yeah, I'm aware of some of the things like that, and it's more of a, they don't quite know how to react with this harness around them rather than something necessarily bad. Okay, hello Pedro. Not fantastic, I admit. You are born to my second daughter, okay. And Pedro is in a perfectly acceptable name. Unpause. And currently we have powerful vassals. So unfortunately, so you are obviously powerful vassal. Or, well, I should say a standard vassal, but I don't think any of the powerful ones actually have skills that outrank. Nope, they do not. They do not have skills which outrank the people that are already in that position. Okay, so we are going to be here for absolutely forever if I just wait on that one. Don't want a game of chess, so we'll just do some control over here. Like culture. And is this scallop shell? Fine, you can have that. And what do we go here? Yeah, so we'll go up. Bump up our income, hopefully, from our vassals, at least a little tiny bit. Go to a feast. Oh, you making a fool of yourself could never bore me. Oh, okay, we have to do this one because we've got the callous trait. So we have to take that one, unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunately, one of my house rules is if we have an option because of a trait, we must take it. I was hoping when it said generous gifts that would be more than 50 gold, but apparently not. Okay, you still got that one to do. And convert faith in county. No, we could just say he is just a cat. So where do I want to put you? 9 years. 4 years. 40 years for that one. Ouch. 12 years. Oof. 131 years to convert from Rabbinic to Erazarak. Ouch. Oh, it's only 11 years for that one. I think I'll actually start with the Mozarabic ones. And yeah, I know there's some internal fighting. It is a Tyranny War, so honestly, I don't really care about internal wars. It's like, I mean, like, it's going to be border disputes, vassals fighting vassals. It's not exactly like it's someone that is going to be stealing territory from me. Nope, those funds can find better use elsewhere. We are flat broke. Makes you think we can afford some new ships. Makes you think we can afford any more new ships. Okay, so that is the King of Germany has just died. Oh dear. Oh no, no, no. No, wait, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking of the wrong one. So anyway, we now have an alliance, or we still have an alliance with Germany. Nope. Let's see, who was it that we actually had that alliance with? Or can I not see from R1? Oh wait, hang on a minute. So Tarragona, Gwyneth, there we go, Germany. Okay, so still just Germany. Due to these two being betrothed. So where did that kingdom title go then? So it went to you, so it's elective? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea because I thought it would say, but apparently not. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any way to really do this unless we just honestly keep on killing. Unless we honestly just keep on killing people. I mean, arranged marriage. We have a grandson, so they would accept. Now, the only question is, yeah, male only. Partition law. So, would she still... Question for people that know about this. So, a land has male only succession. Does that mean women, when a ruler dies, do not get any claims at all? Or do they still potentially get a small claim? Because we could obviously try and betroth a daughter will not accept. So -8 on that one. But will accept a grandchild, a granddaughter. You believe they still do, but it will be a weak one. You think, well, I'm willing to try for it. So there we go. So those two get married. And let me change over. Okay, you're already on support schemes. Good. So you want murder? Okay, so apparently it's gone down a little bit to 39%. But 39% is still half decent. So obviously what I'm thinking is that maybe we can destabilize this by killing a few of the rulers, marrying in as we can. So after your son, a 45-year-old who is unmarried, a 44-year-old who is unmarried, and a 37-year-old who is married to a 33-year-old. Okay. Have become an adult, and okay, only one genetic trait for your spouse. Fornicator, don't care about that one. Daughter being educated in learning. Send you over to the court position. And you are in diplomacy. I'll send you over to your cousin. Slightly lower stats, but also a slightly higher education level. Finally had a daughter. Matrilineal, you would accept that. You would actually accept. Right, you would actually +1. Ah, because it's male only, right. Again, only male only. Well, arranged marriage. Let's do that. And this is deep content. Gains fickle or trusting. Let's have a look at this. So fickle is sinful. Trusting. Diplomacy, intrigue, or content as it is there. Yeah, we'll just leave her with content then. Okay, did that get us an alliance? It doesn't look like it. No, so the only one we have is Germany at the moment. So that's going to be a bit of a pain. But if we can maybe get a few things done. Oh dear. So friends died. Yeah, we'll allow that. And he falls to his death. Yeah, you missed when the Isles were divided between Ireland, Scotland and England, and we casually forgot about Wales. I mean, okay. It was more, Wales is such a small kingdom, I couldn't overly actually see it. Okay, 39% chance he's killed, 46% chance the scheme is discovered. Fingers crossed. And look at that, he's dead. Oh wait, hang on a minute. The Kingdom of Wales still exists. They have the kingdom and an earldom, and that is it. What claims do they have? Okay, so just 2 other counties as well, from the looks of it. No, the Kingdom of Wales is not dying. And apparently Scotland's having a few fractious wars. So an independence war, which he's losing. A Liberty War, which he's just about winning. And a Holy War for a duchy. Ooh. Interesting. I say, what religion are you that a Holy War could be waged against you? But you are still as a true. And also, I love how we are still getting a random bit of Ireland in continental Europe, and we've got a random bit of Germany that is actually... Okay, Bedford. In Bedford. Oh yeah, and Bulgaria is also up here. Forming. Bavaria's gotten a couple of pieces of Germany. Burgundy's got a few pieces of Italy. Yeah, I love the chaos that just arises because of all of this. Okay, so we did just gain a huge amount of stress. We can't pet our cat. Oh dear, maybe I should have had one of those options then, because ouch. It's probably not going to be good. Detailed leisures? Yes, a bit more money. Ireland and Germany having random pockets of land makes you... Basically, you hate Border. So you'll hate the fact that Scotland has all of these little bits of territory as well. Or, I'm sorry, Alba has all of these little bits of territory as well. Who else is wildly out of place? Finland is not too bad, I guess. Finland is not too bad because it's Norway, Sweden and Finland. The way I remember it is points on the compass, north, south, east, or I suppose west. So north, south and then Finland. But yeah, Obviously, because they are Asatru, I believe they have the option to, or still go and raid and do all of those lovely, lovely things. Or maybe it's the culture thing. Oh, anyway, so yeah, they have some interesting bits of territory around there. Nicaea is building up from the ashes of the Byzantine Empire. They're actually doing pretty good. Pretty good. Bulgaria's got a tiny bit of territory. And we have this random Islamic Duke. It's got 3 bits of territory. I don't think he's going to last that long. Anything else? Not particularly, but yeah, Scotland is the bizarre one at the moment. Scotland is very, very much a bizarre one. Oh, and Germany's got a bit of Norway. Did you not? Were you not here when the Byzantine Empire just exploded? Goodness, that was a good few episodes ago. Yeah, the Byzantine Empire, very, very much blew apart. Let me just see. So you're a part of the Byzantine Empire. So title history. There we go. So we have quite a few. So it's like died of unknown causes, was murdered, died gout-ridden, died of old age, died from wounds, old age again, from stress, drank himself to death. So some of these people was like, okay, lasting 10 years. And up here is old age. And then drank himself to death. So he inherited it in 1105 and then just decided 2.5 years later that he was just going to completely destroy the title. Take us back to Spain. Take me back to a place that makes sense. I wouldn't exactly say that we make sense, but there's a lot less border gore, I will say that. There is a lot less border gore, I will say that. Okay, inspired person is just the same one, and a foul smell, so the latrines. Steward can handle the problem. We lose 130 gold, yes. So next month we'll be guaranteed to be out of debt. There we go. And hold court. Yeah, might as well. Let's just see what things are going on. Okay, so someone has the right to the county of Bern. No. No, you don't. Require all the court to wear dress which includes a local style recognizable to all. So you do not falter in greeting guests, 81% chance. Guests will wear such raiment proudly, so striking that traditional garb for 10 years and 260 gold. So we could actually get an artifact, but no. I say we'll never forget a face. And there we go. 300 diplomacy. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, I'm going to pause and read your comment, 4 flags. Hello there, happy Thursday folks. Working, so mostly lurking, but I'll make an exception for sassy remarks about terrible CK3 fashion choices. Yeah, well, maybe. And Toxicite, stretching the definition of making sense for this situation. Yes, indeed. So, I think we had this in the previous playthrough where we were playing as Wales. So we have the Dancing Plague. We have the Dancing Plague. So a peasant woman has brought before me. No matter what the guards do, she will not stop dancing, trailing blood from mangled feet. My kinswoman is certain that the citizens are affected by an excess of blood, causing an imbalance in the humours. My Sorgina, who is our religious person, on the other hand, insists it's a curse sent by Mary to punish the peasants. So we can say dancing sounds delightful. So the county of Béziers gains dancing plague for 10 years. Pray for deliverance. So contained dancing mania, so still minus development growth, but popular opinion is okay. Or we could get bring out the leeches, which gives us the same 100 learning lifestyle experience. Whereas this is 100 piety. Okay, I think we're going to have to use this one because it gives us a stress loss because we are callous. Oh dear. Yeah, Toxicite. That was what I was saying in the previous stream about the or bringing in some of the stuff back from Reaper's Due. In that you would be able to thusly see which territories were being impacted by the plague. Yes, very much so. Okay, and yet more feasts. Because everyone seems to be wanting to invite me, which I'm not going to say no to. Especially when we actually get some stress loss. There we go. And Eager Reveler as well. So this is the same person. Yes, it is. Ah, yes, we need to turn back on our monthly reinforcements for our men-at-arms because we are ridiculously low on that one. And Shadow is helping keep our territory nicely rat-free. 154 gold from a random event from our steward. Brilliant. And what do we have here? Hold a feast and call a hunt. So yes, we did have those because obviously we needed to get some not piety, prestige up. Okay, a group of stonemasons has established themselves. So strike a deal. Earn me their allegiance. So that's a stewardship challenge. Optive stonemasons. Okay, let's try strike a deal. 50-50 shot. We lose 260 gold and... Ooh. Nice, we got the positive outcome. The cooperative stonemasons. Building construction cost minus 10% in Naha. So that is our capital. So what can we potentially build here? Okay, yes, we can upgrade the castle. We will do that when we get the money in a short while. So what is this? Keeping the trait diligent. We are also diligent as well. So yes, you will indeed keep that. And pet the cat. Yes, Four Flags, there indeed was a or plague / disease map in Crusader Kings 2. But yeah, it was definitely in Crusader Kings 2 with Reaper's Due. I think it may have even been in with the free patch. Because obviously quite a few of the base mechanics just for diseases were changed up. For instance, changing up the ill trait to different conditions. So obviously vomiting, diarrhea, fever, headaches, cramps and all of that stuff. Is how to build a well in the game. Not that I've found. Not that I found. That's not to say it's not in here, but if it is, it's not really something that I have encountered. It's not something that I have encountered. Someone tips over there, Plague Juice Martini. Europe goes into a new dark age. Actually, let me see something. A pet cat. Okay, no. So I know in the last stream I did decide, or I was able to make a decision which was essentially boost our culture research speed for about 120 years. So actually we're a little bit ahead of the time. And are you any good? No. So unfortunately, yep, bye. Okay, so the answer to the earlier question, nope. Under a male-only preference inheritance, women do not seem to get any claims whatsoever. So I don't think we'd be able to get an alliance with you. So we could demand payment for something. Pays 110 gold to us. Yeah, why not? Why not? New thing, extort subjects, fearful troops. No, I think we'll just go down that one and then we'll go down the next one. So unfortunately that probably means that these betrothals we have, not with you, are pretty much going to be worthless because they're not going to come to anything. But yes, indeed, now we know. So unfortunately we do need to find a way to fracture the realm, which the only thing I can really think of is obviously do some kind of scheme and get some peasant uprisings and whatnot. That's the only thing I could think of. So what do we need for status quo? So 60 opinion or the target of a strong hook. We need to be exalted among men, but I think those are the only two ones we need. I think those are the only two we need. So what is your opinion of me? 47. What is your opinion of me? 78. Your opinion of me is 14. And there is one more independent ruler, right all the way down here, who just holds one piece of territory. Who is also at war with someone for a liberty war. Allied to a fair few people within Zenzia. And I didn't actually check what your opinion of us was. 43. So we could actually... So we need to be exalted among men. That is our next one. Okay, right. I guess we know what we are doing then. We are basically building up our prestige. So this spear is not worth it. Oh, okay, so our councillor disappeared without a trace. That was our spy master. Oh dear, if someone manages to get hold of your spy master, that does not bode well. That is not boding well at all. Okay, our chancellor would make a decent spy master, and that means we can get a new spy master, a new chancellor in, rather. Our marshal... No, the other two powerful vassals don't really have any good skills. And because we are eager raveler, we could just crack open our secret stores. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I wonder. What's the worst that can happen for someone managing to kill my own spy master? I wonder. Nope, not getting rid of the cat. All a hunt. Get the prestige. 150, and that puts us... Yeah, that looks like maybe about 15%. We've just held a feast. I'm hoping that'll count. I don't know actually what's more disappointing. If someone has 2 level 3 genetic traits, the good ones, and one that isn't. If it's something like this where it goes 3, 2, 1, or if it's level 2 across the board. But those are slightly disappointing. I'm loving this branch of the family, though. I'm absolutely loving this branch of the family. All perfect across the board. Genius, beautiful, and Amazonian. So you are going to need a very, very good spouse. Seeing as you are the heir apparent. That's the word. The heir apparent is like, I know there's a term, but I knew there was a term for current heir, but can be usurped by an older sibling. And then there's, so that's heir presumptive, and then heir apparent, which is basically unless they die, they are going to be the heir. Ooh, okay, right. So we do have someone that is of our dynasty, but similarly to her. No, not you. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. Let me just find him again. Like, I love all my children equally, but this branch of the family I just love more. Well, that's the branch that is going to be inheriting everything. I've got to make sure that they're all good. Got to make sure that they're all good. So where was that person? So I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. So they are related and there is a chance of their children being inbred. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and actually get the pureblood trait. Anyway, you can see there. Genius. As both parents have this trait, it will get inherited. Will get inherited. Will get inherited. You are ill, admittedly, but we can still see if there's a good potential partner for you. And this one I am willing to go above and beyond my usual age range limits for it. Oh my goodness, look at that one. Look at some of these. Okay, I'm going to need to start pinning some of my relatives, some of my dynasty members, because there's starting to be a bit too many for me to overly manage. Okay, so you are almost perfect. You are almost perfect. And then we have you and you, who I'm presuming are obviously of the your siblings. No, you're not. The looks of it, you are, yeah, 2 different branches of the family tree. You are almost perfect. It's just a shame about that barren trait. You are almost perfect as well. So, was expecting me to say maybe if we're lucky we're getting bred. No, that's not lucky. That's unlucky. That is unlucky. Thank you very much. No inbred in this family if I can help it. Definitely no inbred in this family if I can help it. Right. And I swear it also seems like sometimes I spend the majority of my time in this window just trying and trying to find the best people for everything. You are almost perfect. You are almost perfect. Nope, I'm not going to pin you because you are not what I'd want. So we have Duchess Agonis of Barcelona is the closest one in age. That is actually still got some good traits. There we go. Guaranteed across the board. And where were we? and 3 years old. Let's see. Okay, nope. You are not in our realm. No, I'm not paying 300 gold for a potential secret. Oh, actually, allied to Barcelona within our realm. So that will actually get us another 6,000 troops from the looks of it. That could be good. Their military strength is similar. Just waiting for the day you tried to make an Amazon kingdom with all commanders having Amazonian and Giant. That would actually be fun, though I think to make it a proper Amazon kingdom, it would need to be a queendom, and I would probably need to set the gender laws to be inverted. But that could actually be a fun, just a general have fun and see where things go playthrough. So I think that was, we just actually researched the men-at-arms. Yes, we did, and that gained us. Am I thinking of... Okay, let me just pause for a moment and make sure I've got everything right on my men-at-arms list. But yeah, doing an Amazon kingdom could be fun, making sure all the commanders have Amazonian and are Giant. Probably need to make sure we seed a custom queen with the Giant trait just to get us started. So what is this? Mangonels that we have. Good. Armoured horsemen. Okay, so we did get them. Caballeros, pikemen, crossbowmen. That was it. Light footmen, armoured footmen. Yes, create. And oh my goodness, look at that. We can have 12 men-at-arms regiments. 12 of them. You tried doing it in Africa. It's tough though. Did you change the gender rules though? I think that would honestly be the main thing. It would be ridiculously difficult to do it if you had the standard gender laws. So let's see. Trebuchet, knighthood, heraldry. You did not. Well, it might be an option to go back and see how that actually works out if the gender laws are inverted. Okay, yeah, we'll go for Trebuchet because that means we can upgrade our siege equipment in 14 years. Hey, you making a fool of yourself could never bore me. So we will indeed do that. And yeah, by the way, Toxicite, if you do manage to get some success in that, feel free to post in the Discord and let me know, because I would be very interested in just seeing how it all pans out. So 28 is of cultural acceptance. A Liberty War is going on. Let me just have a look at that one. And this is in England. Okay, you're on your own. Oh, the Isle of Wight wants independence. That's interesting. The Isle of Wight wants independence. Which event is that pops up? Always feel like it's targeted at you. Which one is that? Okay, Councillor just died. That's our Marshal. Okay, anyone who's good. We'll put you in and increase control. Just on a random piece of territory. Available perk. Yeah, we'll just do that one. And obviously we can declare war. So it's telling us... Oh, the one that has something along the lines of, I never get tired of you being a fool. Right, so yeah, that's one where obviously you're at a feast and someone is making a fool of themselves. Normally you have two options. Obviously one to kind of brush it off or one to roll your eyes. And because we have Callus, we can go, it's like, yeah, I will never tire of you being a fool. Which also loses us stress as well. Which also loses us stress. It's just a shame it's a sinful option. Just a shame it's a bit of a sinful option. Yeah, we are being told that Zenzir has a stronger army than us. So yeah, military strength is similar, but the declare war thing is letting us know that it's probably not a good idea. So I just want to see. Well, okay. This family tree is really going well, isn't it? This family tree is really going well. Absolutely none of their heirs are married, and if they are married, they are not really having any children. Peace control. Okay, that's a false reading. Did I ever make the Holy Order? Yes, I did. So here we have them, 6,800 troops. I'm not quite sure how to actually give them extra land, because they just come up to me on occasion and ask for a city in X, Y, or Z. But yeah, that is our Holy Order. And let me just see, we've got 740 gold. Is that... Yes, we do still have that one until 1198. And I think it only happens during an event. Yeah, so I've only had it so far during an event. But look at that, 245 gold. So fortification grants granted increases the base by 5%. But look at all those negatives. So what's that? 25, 35, 40, 45, 55, 65. Minus 65% in Neha. And it will only take us 6 months. Because look at that again. So minus 15% because we're architect. Minus 30% because of professional workforce. Minus 10% because of court type. Yeah. Wow. And yes, I am kind of being held back by tech. Let's actually have a look at our domain. So County of Leon is... So we need the Maculations, which is the high medieval, which we can't get for another 18 years, at least for the moment. Zamora. Okay, 350 gold here. So not quite as impressive, but still decent. And 18 months for that one. But yeah, unfortunately, we also only have 4 bits of territory. Because we are not actually keeping control of our various counties that well. Okay, so we are going to gain any number of stress because we are callous, and we gain 80 stress on this last one because we're gregarious. Okay, so who... Okay, yep. So our wife has the lowest opinion of us, so we'll just do that one. Grab that 40 stress, plus another 20 because someone we knew died. Another Pedro, and this one is a giant. Oh, interesting. I forgot that giant was actually virtuous to our religion. I completely forgot about that. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, just a few things going on there. And apparently Germany was the wrong country to try and get an alliance with. Yeah, I have noticed that as well. The UI is pretty much just the same across the board, no matter what religion you are playing as. Level 3 education, not bad. I'm just glad that they actually finally gave like the Mozarabic Erazarak, like the northern Iberian court, its own design rather than just using the like this one. I mean, this is, I like this. This one is pretty. Yeah, I think we had... Okay, maybe it's changed now because we've actually changed religion. But yeah, we did actually have for a small bit our own independent or our own individual throne room designs. Yeah. Thing is, I haven't actually really missed the different UI. I think it's probably just a good thing that it is unified across the board. Because I think it worked in Crusader Kings too, because you did have like all of the different elements and such, and you would have probably noticed it more. As for this, Crusader Kings 3... there we go. This is what I was talking about. So this is the event. So City of Olite, and we can get 750 gold from it. So we could say no, and they'll gain -10 opinion of us. And we can either say, like, you get what you're requesting, or we can give you a different one, but they will be just as happy and pay just as much. I think this one should probably be, like, nerfed a little. Oh, wait, it is slightly. Okay, there's 25 opinion and 20 opinion here. But I still think it should be, like, 750 gold here, 25 opinion, 500 gold, 10 opinion, and then obviously not granting the land -10. Yeah, sure. I don't overly care about that. You can have that piece of territory absolutely fine. How are we doing on this one? Yeah, probably good to go and hold court. Because this can give us a bit of prestige as well. Okay, so a court jester. So we shall employ this one. A random wandering person. Count Philippe gains 20 opinion. We can appoint our court jester. Count Philippe. Austere court. I'll just look into that some other time. And this is, so 23. You are our vassal. Oh goodness, how are you related to us? This is probably going back quite a way, so yeah, I think indeed. Okay, so this will dismiss her as our court position. Yeah, I'll say we'll figure out who's lying, and it is Rodrigo who is lying about our court position. There we go, business is done. Hello there, the real Lee. Yes, so we have been taking over southern France. It has been more just to get territory because we are trying to build up enough forces to actually go up against Zenzia, but we are not doing too well at the moment. Especially seeing as we keep on being told that he's got a stronger army than us. We tried to attack Zenzia last stream, but we ended up 1,600 gold in debt. And what is with it with everyone loving the name Pedro at the moment? We've got the eldest Pedro here. Okay, you're Enrique. But then we've got a Pedro the second here. And then we've got a Pedro the Third. And we've got a Pedro the Third. And then you have Vermont, Borel. Okay, you are being unique. You are actually being unique in your names. It's good the French deserve to be conquered. Oh, I mean, yeah, but obviously it would be nice to actually get some more of Spanish/Iberian territory under our control. Just because that is part of the reason we're playing as Iberia. Oh, look at that. Another perfect member of our dynasty. So let's just pin you for the moment and see if we can find anyone who is going to be good. Could marry you to your cousin. We could always do that. Do we have anyone else of note? Yep, another grandson. Okay, right. Yep, there we go. And Toxicite, you have full permission to laugh at me if, by doing all of this, I finally actually get the inbred trait in my family dynasty. Okay, let me just pause that for a moment. And I want to have a look at all for pure-blooded. There is a 3-year-old, I think. Yep, too far away to interact with. That is a shame. Inside diplomatic range, there is. Okay, so that's the 19-year-old that has the stupid trait. Whoops. There's always Hernandez, Ramirez, Jose, Anglio, Angel. Yes, this generation's naming scheme does definitely seem to be Pedro. And you are waiting with bated breath. Okay, ooh, Great Eminence, level 4. And I swear you would have been betrothed. So anyway, Pedro the 48th. It's starting to seem like it. Or at the very least, George Foreman's child naming scheme, at the very least. George Foreman's naming scheme. Oh, 35 years old. You've got perfect traits across the board. I need to get you married off to someone. Or actually pin you for later. So we have a 3, 2, and 2. Let me just see. Anyone who's slightly closer in age, you are almost perfect. Let's do that. 3, 2, and 1, kind of the wrong direction. You're club-footed, you're a dwarf. I don't really want to merge any of those in. You up there. Actually, no, not you. Do a that way and this is a little bit annoying. It's almost perfect. You know what? I think I'm going to go back to that one who had the Herculean trait. Has 14. Nope, not that one. I'm clicking on the wrong people today. Seriously clicking on the wrong people today. You. And despite being in the same dynasty, it's not saying that you two are going to be related. So that 35-year-old is married. Why were you showing up then? Why were you showing up if you are married? However, you need to get married to someone as well. Matrilineal won't overly matter because you are still all part of the same dynasty. There we go, and we can probably unpin you. New perk. Okay, right, so you do have 18 skill. So let's see. Nope, no one needs your guidance. A lot of them look similar. You may as well have your own Clone Wars. Are they actually that similar? I haven't been paying attention. I haven't actually been paying attention. Well, and I mean, honestly, I have been kind of deliberately trying to keep breeding back in distant relatives, so it probably makes sense that they would all kind of be starting to look alike. We've not quite gotten to the Habsburg chin yet, though. We've not got to Habsburg chin levels of inbreeding. And yes, my dude is indeed chunky. However, we can pet our cat for the moment. Okay, so this one is not the son of my son-in-law, fathered none other than by our marshal. Well, I mean, you're Herculean and a genius. And I mean, if it turns out that all of your other children are from the same person, I'm not actually going to worry, because A, it's through our daughter anyway. So that means they will be of our dynasty regardless. And they are pretty much perfect anyway, so... Okay, so where are we? Hold a feast. Yes. Get one of our vassals in. I mean, you say this child is genetically superior, but I mean... So, genius, beautiful, Amazonian. On her, on him, on him, on the one who's got disputed heritage, and on him. Posty, bang like rabbits, yes, queen. Well, I mean, it's from our daughter. It would be a different matter if it was our daughter-in-law who wasn't part of our dynasty, because that would obviously mean debated heritage and someone who would not be of our dynasty. But seeing as it is our daughter, I am absolutely fine. I am absolutely fine with that. Okay, so we can demand payments. Okay, we'll only get 4 gold out of him. And we'll only get 1 gold out of him. Okay, we won't worry about that then. So we could... Okay, so that's the Holy War that I was worried about. That all of the other Catholic rulers would just come and pile in on us. We are almost an exalted among men, and oh dear, Zenzir has taken up a bit more territory. So 43, 78, 31, you're getting there. You're starting to like us. And I'm not what? You fulfilled your 6-month craving of passion fruit. Awesome. So I adore passion fruit, and that is one of the things that I want to grow when we actually move and get our own garden, is a passion fruit plant. It will grow in the UK. I'm just getting conflicting information about whether it should go in a greenhouse or if it shouldn't. Okay, so I guess we need to start swaying you then. Okay, we can't do that because you're a child. We need to wait some 6 years. Dumb thought, Sardana. I'm not sure what you mean by that, so you're going to have to explain Toxicite and passion fruit. It is... it's... in... Oh, I'm just trying to think. Well... If you've ever had pomegranate, then the crunchy seeds of a passion fruit are similar to that in terms of taste. It is... Gosh, just trying to think. I'm just trying to think what fruits it would be most compared to. It's not bitter. At least I don't think it's bitter. Good passion fruit is not bitter. It should not be bitter. And yeah, I am planning on growing a passion fruit in a greenhouse. If it completely takes over the greenhouse, then I'll know that I'll need to be able to try and manage it a bit more. Okay, no, I don't want anyone to seduce me. Yeah, it's vaguely citrusy. It's citrusy, a bit tangy like raspberries, and crunchy seeds in it. So Sardinia could try to gobble that up. Essentially a duchy-sized kingdom. Yeah, the thing is, it is a kingdom, and it would split up the realm, because we only have, well, quote-unquote only, we still only have high partition. It's like, we can't go to house seniority. We do not have high crown authority, and we do not have the table of princes innovation, so we kind of lost that. And yeah, primogeniture or ultimogeniture are both locked behind the primogeniture innovation. So yeah, it would split the realm. We'd only hold it for one generation. Try putting a passion fruit in lemonade. That could be good. One thing that also could be good, if you're willing to spend the time straining out the seeds, is also try blending some or lemon juice, bit of sugar, or a sweetener of your choice with the ice, and then layering in the passion fruit so you get a layered passion fruit lemonade. So speaking of okay, yeah, primogeniture, we're going to be way off. So we need, what is it, half of these? So 2 more. So when we get Trebuchet and windmills, that will be 4 years and 8 years. So we'll get that before 1200. But it's still going to be a while before we'll be able to do the primogeniture law. But once we manage to do that, hopefully we'll actually be able to start building up and actually creating some kingdoms. Because it won't be splitting up anymore. Aww. My granddaughter approaches me in a frenzy, deep bags under her eyes. That damn cat of yours refuses to leave my quarters alone. It seems that my pillow is the best place to sleep in the whole damn castle. That creature needs to be controlled. Annika pauses before visibly calming herself. If it pleases my lord. So we can say it's obviously Shadow's pillow now, and we grow closer to forming a rivalry with our own grandchild. Or we can say I'll make sure he keeps away, which surprisingly there is no negative opinion with about your cat with that. Ego, speaking of that, I just looked over because my cat is fast asleep on his cat tree, and I just saw his little paws twitching, so he is very, very much deep asleep. Oh, times like this I wish I had a cat cam. Times like this I wish I had a cat cam because he is being so cute at the moment. Oh, and thank you for the follow, the real Lee. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you in future streams. Okay, so yeah, I'll make sure he keeps away. Fine. Fine. Yes, one day. Yes, one day I would like to have a cat cam. The only problem with that I can think of is that there is going to be obviously a problem if he is not in the same room. It's just going to be a only a 4% chance. Wow, okay. Obviously if he's not in the same room, then it's going to be kind of pointed at nothing. Oh, okay, so we may have a second branch of the family tree that's actually going to be good. We might have a second branch. Okay, not quite as good. Not quite as good. Unfortunately on that one. Okay, so... Okay, not really anyone up there. So we are pretty much just... Probably need to actually think about upgrading some of these places. So Neha still has, yep, that cooperative stonemasons thing. That means we should probably rush upgrading a bunch of stuff here. So all of these look like they will be upgraded in under a year, yes. So I'll do all of that. And yeah, presuming we have enough space in whatever place we move to, there is a plan for me to actually have my own little studio. Whether that's just going to be artwork or if it's going to be artwork and gaming as well. Okay, there we go. Something has finished construction in Naha, so we can immediately go over, if I remember which tab is the right one, and upgrade that again. So I'm hoping I'll be able to actually make it into a full studio. And then if that happens, maybe have like a little cat tree for Ollie to rest on just in case, because he acts like such an independent cat. He acts like such an independent cat. Okay, so you... Okay, you are 54 years old, so okay, fine, I'll accept that. Because he tries to be such an independent little cat. But he also must be in the same room as one of his people. He must be in the same room as one of his people. Why am I very suspicious of this? Tell me, people who've experienced Crusader Kings 2, why am I suspicious about going into a random inn? I insist on paying room and board. Okay. Yeah, I should learn about life as a peasant out here. Sounds a bit spoiled. Aren't all cats spoiled? Toxicite? Aren't all cats spoiled? Okay, so bandits. We will not pay. Leave no criminal alive. 12% chance of getting wounded. We got it, but we lost it almost immediately. Right, so useful information to keep to myself. Gain 1 stewardship perk. Or Duke Philippe should hear about it. Yeah, we'll say Duke Philippe. Yeah, the explosive manure event. The number of times I've seen that. The number of times I saw that event in Crusader Kings 2 and I just went, yeah, great. I just had to roll my eyes at it. Oh, you've actually finally gotten yourself betrothed to someone. Actually finally got yourself betrothed to someone. Still no marriages from all of these anyway. And yeah. Okay, another perfect grandchild. So yeah, I think, honestly, for a cat tree in the study... so this is... Oh, I don't really care about that. He's part of my dynasty, but he's not that important. Like, I'm thinking about one for, like, a cat tree for an art studio. Is that I might get one of the slim ones that just have a very narrow profile. Just so Ollie gets a couple of places that he can jump up to and rest. Because it will be interesting in a big house to see where he decides to spend all of his time. Okay, and our Chancellor just died. Brilliant. Thankfully, we do actually have someone who considers themselves important. Okay, you know what? Skill of 25. Oh, that is going to pain me because we've got someone who's got 39. But you can go in there and then you can go in there. Okay, I was worried for a moment that she was going to absolutely despise us. So this is, oh, so our granddaughter, so this is, right, so this is our heir. Brilliant. Nice indeed. Your bigger black cat will bring his cat toys to the water bowl and just let his toys sit soaking wet. Your smaller kitty stares outside if she hears birds. Has she ever chittered at them? And if you don't know what I mean by chittering, is like the like squeaky random chitters while they are just staring at birds or insects or anything else that could be prey. Okay, interesting. I don't think I've seen this event before. So, wealth aplenty. My treasury is brimming with gold and silver and all expenses are cared for. As a wealthy lord, I am expected to offer patronage to some kind of artist or scholar. As luck would have it, 3 potential candidates just arrived in Castile, but do any of them impress me? So as far as you know, she does not chitter, but she has tried clawing through the window screens to get at them. Oh. Hope they're not that expensive. Hope they're not that expensive. So, have you seen, there's a picture of someone's cat who decided to completely bite through the like blinds to actually create a little viewing window. Have you seen that picture? I'll see if I could quickly find it. Yep, got it. Got the one. Got the picture I'm talking about. So if you've not seen it before, I mean, have a look at it because, oh my goodness, it is such a cute picture. Like, it's such a cute picture. It's like a little perfect window for a kiddie. Perfect window. So, in our place currently, we have some blinds that are self-suspending. So when we got them installed, after we got Ollie, we made sure that one of the bottom blind sections, we actually raised it up so Ollie has a little window out in the living room, and that is always open for him. And no, the cat didn't move the blinds, it just broke the blinds to create a little area that it could look out of. Okay, so we have one person who is known for growing beautiful gardens. So that will be +1 prestige. We're gaining 12 a month. Almost 13, so that's probably fine. Religious poetry. So 0.5 piety a month and clergy opinion. Or discoveries. Funding and natural philosophy for 5 years. That is learning +2. I think I'll actually go for that one. Yes, 300 gold is not going to be that much. That is essentially 300 gold for 2 learning for 5 years. Let's see. Kingophile. Yes. Okay. Right, this is a person who absolutely loves our culture and has just completely decided that it is obviously part of his personality now. So we'll just say it's flattering if somewhat violating, and you could just go on your merry way. So are we? Yes, we are. Exalted among men. And you are 15 years old. You have a 63 opinion of us. What is your opinion? 88. Your opinion is 53. We are So close. No other involved. Independent involved ruler controls 50% or more of Iberia. Okay, we can't quite do that one then. Nope, we can't do that one either. Right, we may actually have to go to war with Zenzia, build up our forces and try and take them on some more. Okay, just upgrade everything. Just keep upgrading everything. Just basically keep upgrading it until we can't upgrade it anymore. Yes, so unfortunately they own more than 50% of Iberia, and to actually end the struggle, even in a status quo, we need to make sure they do not have that much territory. Fornicator and adulterer, don't care about that. Adulterer, don't care. Don't care. Failed to treat kin, don't care. And I think this is the eldest of the Pedrals can now marry. Okay, so we have a 3-2-1 here. We have a 3-2-1. So do we have anyone who is decent? That could potentially be betrothed. That would actually help boost up a couple of those traits. No, everyone else seems to be of the wrong... Hang on. There's a perfect match right here. Same dynasty, but they are not saying that they are... Ooh. You can declare war, and it does not say that they are more powerful than us. Right. Okay, what I'm going to do then, is I'm going to bolster up my men-at-arms regiments. How far are we away from that Trebuchet? 4 years. Okay, I'm going to sit tight. We're going to build up all of our men-at-arms regiments. We are going to replace our mangonels here. We're just going to completely get rid of them. I know. Don't yell at me. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes I do know what I'm doing. Sometimes. So we're going to bolster you up to 8. So we've just discovered windmills. What is our fascination now? Heraldry. Okay, accept your generous gifts. 2 gold from our cat. And hopefully no one decides to use your holy order. Well, honestly, with the only Zarak religion around, so... Okay, I'm going to take these off. Notify when available now. So that was Pet Shadow. And some lose weight as well. Actually... How are our councillors doing? Oh dear. I just got a warning that my mouse is low on battery. Where's my charger port? 1 moment, people, please. Okay, there it is. Found it. Okay, so it does make using the mouse a little bit awkward. Excuse me for a moment while I try and make it a bit more reasonable to use. Oh. And try and avoid it doing weird things like that. Okay, right. Where were we? So, losing weight, yes. Building up our armies and everything, yes. Building up our territories as well. So how far can we actually... Oh my goodness. Okay, we can upgrade pretty much all of these just to maximum. So maybe we won't keep doing that because we will just be here for absolutely forever. Military mercenaries. Who do we have? That could be good. We've got one here, crossbowman, light footman, and armoured footman. Be good. You are also a holy warrior. Faith hostility advantage, +10. Though I think you are probably, yeah, the wrong religion for me to really capitalise on that one. Andalusian. That's logistician. Ugh. Good at logistics. Rough terrain expert and a military engineer. Okay, you could be good. So that's 11,000 for 2,000 troops. I think that will probably be good. Okay, yeah, I think it's definitely going to be this one. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You are not going to be... Oh! Okay, no, that isn't. That isn't our holy order. It's just a different one. And look at that, our holy order. So that is 10,000 extra troops we can call on. That is 10,000 extra troops we could call on for this. I almost thought that name read Dunce for a moment then. I almost thought that name read Dunce. Oh, okay, so you died of pneumonia. Right. This branch of the family, not that great. Don't worry about them. They're not that worthwhile. This one, however, is worthwhile. This one is more worthwhile. As are you. So we are getting some good children in. Okay, so apparently we were not fond of our court position from the looks of it. Or if it doesn't mean we need a new one. Do not have anyone that is good. So off to search for a physician we go. Okay, so 13 stewardship and a renowned physician. Did I say stewardship? I think I just did. 13 learning. Yep. Okay, yep, we'll go for you. A tiny bit of prestige, that is fine. And some stress loss. And we gain the trait famous reveler now. Okay, what's going on here? Proposed deal. No, I am not selling my cat. You are complaining because I gave a random person a court position. So you could be High Almoner. No, we'll just say come off it then. We will just say come off it. So one issue I have realised with going to war against Zenzir is that it's going to completely tank their opinion with us. Which is going to make ending the struggle, again, a nuisance. Let's just see. So, seeing as we can keep pretty much upgrading most of these, I think we will just keep going with the training field / other ones that give us more levies. So this one is just going to be garrisons, or walls and towers, so I won't bother with that one. This will give us 25 extra levies. Might as well. As will that one. And then this is, yep, just extra tax. We'll do that one. And yep, we won't be able to upgrade that until the very end. When can we change our... about 2.5 years. And I've just noticed our realm size, 69. Nice. Okay, so you have just turned 16, so you should hopefully be having a few children soon enough. Obviously, we can declare war, so what could we do? Struggle clash. We can only get one. Duchy of Castile, that would give us 2. The County is just 1 bit of territory again. A couple of counts claims would just go... Like, I'm mature. I chuckled. Yes, I know. I mean, come on. It is... Like... It is almost law. It is almost law that you have to say 69 nice. An inspired person could be sponsored. I swear that is just the same person again and again and again. Okay, except we are no longer obese. Good to know. That is good to know. What is the time? Oh my goodness, it's almost 8 o'clock already. It's almost 8 o'clock already. Someone's plotting against our guest. Don't care. We are at 30 gold a month. We are at 30 gold a month. And we're back to being obese. Apparently, you know, I should just... We're in... what are we? A famous reveller. We might as well just ignore losing weight, because he's just going to gain it straight back again. He's honestly just going to gain it straight back again, because he's just going to all of these parties. And yeah, if you have a stat that is somehow 69, there will be a nice next to it. Yes, I have seen that. Easiest way to do that, go to the character creation thing and just increase one of the stats to 69, and it will go obviously from like the poor, average, good, excellent, and then I think beyond that, let me just see. So yeah, I think beyond 30 it will just say excellent up until you get to 69, and then it will say nice. So we have someone here who's got a skill of 40. Yeah. So that just goes up to excellent. Okay, what is this? Oh, our spy master just died. Just as I was looking at a few people. Right. Anyone who is good, we can reassign Philippe II, though he's only got a skill 15. I'd rather... We've got a 16-year-old here who has a skill of 20. So fingers crossed she's going to be around for a good long while. Oh wait, I didn't realise that Agonis was actually murdered. Oh dear. Okay, so that was our spy master getting murdered by someone, which I always say is never a good sign. If they could kill your spy master that quickly, what chance do you have? Honestly, what chance do you have? And okay, so right, our cat has just died. I gently stroke his black fur and listen to him purr long into the night, but as silence falls, I know that he won't wake again. So we will indeed, as always, miss our cat. And I just saw Sardinia and Corsica just gobbled up a big chunk of Northern Africa. Yeah, a promise is a promise, no matter what. And of course, yep, we'll choose the full option once more. Yeah, indeed, I know. It's kind of like, so one YouTuber I watch, he recently lost his cat as well. And so it's like put up a short video just announcing it and saying that because of that, the schedule for the week might be a bit iffy, because obviously needing to sort things out. And it's like, needless to say, I went and had to go to my cat and like give him some attentions and just go. It's kind of like, yeah, I just need to go and give my kitty some love just to make sure. Oh dear. So this was note 37. This was our second eldest daughter, so she died in childbirth, and we got another bloody Pedro. If you're new here and you don't know why I'm laughing, we have Pedro the First, we have Enrique, we have Pedro the Second, we have Pedro the Third, and we have Pedro the Fourth. We have a George Foreman naming scheme with men in this branch of the household. Yeah, honestly, I am tempted. Let me just go back. I am tempted, so we can change names. Okay, after an ancestor. There we go. You are now Raimundo. Rename you. You are now Ordonio. No one in your family is allowed to be named anything other than Pedro. I don't even think Pedro is a real, or is a like family dynasty name. It just Philippe. Yeah, where is that? Ah, Pierre de Rosselon. Okay, so basically the reason we have so many Pedros is, yes, it is a George Foreman situation. Aside from one son, he came along and went, why not Pedro? Why not Pedro? Why not Pedro? So that would be why we have Vermudal. Fine, yes. Just to get rid of the bloody Pedros. Obviously I can't, I'm gonna say, or saying I can't do it. It'll be easiest to do when we actually have our ruler die, then we can go back and see all of the names of the previous rulers, but there's been no Pedros. There's been no Pedros. Okay, Count Aton has become our Chancellor. He's got a skill of 16. That is fine. Okay, more wine. We do gain the drunkard trait. And apparently someone's learned of our murder secret. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay. Fine, yes, but it has pushed you into a level of stress because you are trusting. I have more important things to do. Stop inviting me to all of these feasts. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately we are going to need to make sure that Mallorca stays independent so we can have ourselves owning 49% of Iberia, Zenzia owning 49% of Iberia. Yeah, that is going to be frustrating to do. Probably won't be able to do that one either. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to go for status quo, but it's going to be a pain to get status quo. Okay, that is fine. I don't think I've seen that name pop up too many times yet. Okay. Random. A 26 gold, 16. Influx of serfs claim to be fleeing the abusive rule of Count Gerard. Yeah, return them but give him a stern rebuke. Hopefully that will do something. 15 gold. 10. And how much can you give me? 70. You know what? I know it's not the maximum that we could get from any of them, but we will do that and get our funds up a little bit more. There we go, just in time. We have discovered trebuchets. Just in time, we have discovered trebuchets. So our game has automatically chosen banking as our current cultural fascination. Urbanization. I think I'm going to go for knighthood, so that'll be 13 years. Not time enough for us to go to war against Zenzia, but okay. Seize, not de Jure County, siege the Duchy of Castile, 160 prestige. Let's do that, and before we unpause, before we do anything, raise our holy order. Raise that troop of mercenaries that I had my eye on. That was... You good. You are still there. And then we want to raise all of our troops as much as we can. And march. There we go, 32,000 troops. Obviously, I am not going... Actually, maybe I will. Because I've got 27,000 approaching. Then maybe I will move you forwards. And try and attack. There we go, got you. Oh, goodness, this is going to be... loads of numbers just flying across the screen. Loads and loads of numbers just flying across the screen. Okay, supply limit 3,250. We've got so many troops. We have so many troops. We could probably actually split this in half. And then send one over here. We're obviously still going to run into supply limits. Okay, I thought I just saw something flick in Castile. It looks like it's just Tyranny War. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. Then we might as well just finish off the stewardship tree. Okay, reduce the speed. Reduce the speed because we are needing to keep an eye out. And I've just realised. So I disbanded my mangonels because I went, oh yeah, we'll have our trebuchets. I never actually created the trebuchet regiment. So it's going to take us an absolute age to siege down all of these territories. So can we... No, we cannot assault the fort. The walls must be breached. So we couldn't even do that if we wanted to. 6 years for that one and 3 years. Hooray! Who has bad forward planning? Who has bad forward planning? Okay, where did it slot you in? Increase size. So hopefully we're going to have some of them before we get too far. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to come over here. And hopefully, yep, the 3 knights and 10 trebuchets. 3 knights and 7 trebuchets, rather. So merge you together and hopefully 10 months. That's a lot better. That is a lot better. Oh dear. Whoops. Oh, the good news is now we should have shredded the Zenzir army. decent amount. Nope, we'll just do a regular parade. So do we extend our patronage for another term? I don't think so. If we had the money, I might be tempted, but... Oh, okay, there we go. We have died. 68 years old. 68. Okay, so we did lose one county, unfortunately. So let's have a look. So our ruler names: Ulian the First, or Duke Ulian the First, King Ulian, Goffredo Ramlid, King Fenadict, Goffredo the Second, Mohammed, Goffredo the Third, Estefania, Araman the First, Velasco, Araman the Second, Casio, and Milia. Okay, right. With that, I am going to go and get myself a drink and something to eat quickly. My cat is probably going to squeak his head off at me because he thinks it's going to be FOOD time. So I will be back very, very shortly. So let me just get up my usual thing. So just do a quick be right back and run an ad break. And we will be back very, very shortly. At least that is the plan anyway. Alright, please excuse me eating on stream. And also, I've not done this in a while, but... Okay, that doesn't actually come through. That's me trying to shake a pill bottle. If you take a medication on a regular basis and you have not taken it, let me do this be right back thing. If you take medication on a regular basis and you have not taken it today and you need to do so, please do so. Please do so. I am taking my own advice and taking my medication. Don't necessarily need to make sure I have something to eat with it, but it makes it just reminds me better. Okay, so Queen Melia, we are playing. Okay, so we are still paused. Good, good, good. Yeah, that was a good being paused, not necessarily the dead. Yes, let's... Okay, so we need to have a look. So law replaced. Equal is no longer valid and was replaced by male preference. Why? Why? Why can we not do equal? Ah, because we do not have high crown authority. Right. Okay, I guess we pass high crown authority law then, and then we start trying to change all of these things. Faith does not have the equal doctrine, and your culture does not have a cultural tradition that allows equal. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm just glad that we actually managed to get to this character, who is apparently a sinner. Right, so obviously what we need to do is fill out our council. So, Chancellors, 22. Fine Steward, 12. Have to do 15. And I will go off the books and choose this 20-year-old, who is our player heir and son. Don't get any ideas, please. Please do not get any ideas. You were married. She was murdered. And you have 2 children. I should say 2 legitimate children. Both are both sons. Both are good. Okay, that is fine. It's fine. Obviously our heir is unmarried, so we are going to need to find someone good for him. Let's just do that quickly and sort it the other way round. So we start from kind of the older first, and you are 3, 3, and 3. So can we find another person of roughly the same age, maybe a bit younger, who is similar? Maybe 3, 3, 1, but that would bring in some new blood as well. We got a 3, 2, 2. That would be marrying his cousin. Oh, okay, someone else has got the inbred traits. Someone else has, unfortunately, got the inbred traits. And that is, yeah, from our cousin marrying this person, and both their kids, unfortunately, ended up inbred. Granddaughter of Duke Philippe III. Okay. Yes. Okay, we do have a couple of 3, 3, and 3s. So yes, we will do that one. That gets us out of that situation. Stewardship focus, and let me just see what is our monthly income. Well, it's not going to tell us because we're at war. That's 20. Probably, actually, yes, I want to choose the wealth focus. We can get that. So we've not got the trait architect just yet. Of course, the thing is, in here, she looks a lot older in here. There's like a few more wrinkles than she actually does on her portrait here. But anyway, unfortunately, we do have 24,000 people heading towards us, and we are not going to finish sieging down these territories in any sense of time. It has been taking so many We have been taking so much attrition, that's the word, attrition, from just staying here and trying to siege down all of these areas. So that is going to be rather unfortunate. Okay. I'm just trying to think, do we break the siege? Depends on where they're planning on going. Yep, they are coming towards us. Right. Move, move, move. Okay, that's just gone from we will definitely win to we will definitely lose to oh my goodness, we are getting slaughtered. Yes, we are fighting the big green blob, and the big green blob has just come and I think completely stack wiped us actually. That is not good. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Can't we no, we can't. It doesn't look like we can right, okay. Surrender. We are going to be in debt again, and okay, right. This is not really getting us anywhere. Oops, that is me knocking my... What the hell? What the hell? Who are you? Who are you? Tecklenburg? What? Tecklenburgen, I don't even know how to pronounce that one, but oh my goodness. That is bright green. That is bright green right in the middle of that. Are you linked to Ireland? No, you are not. Okay, right. Anyone who can give me a history lesson on why that might be there, I would appreciate it. Anyone who could give me a history lesson, I would appreciate it. And yes, the map is being gross again. I mean, okay. Border weirdness happens all the time. But for something to be bright green, like, it's brighter than Ireland, that is an intense colour. That is a ridiculous colour. Check the title history. Yeah, good idea. Conquered by populist revolt. So I have... That doesn't help. Let me just actually see Tecklenburg. Tecklenburg. Yeah, it looks like Tecklenburg is a town in the district of Steinfurt in North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. Its name comes from the ruined castle around which it was built. Tecklenburg, let me just have a look, is... no, because I think... maybe it is roughly, just about. And yes, it definitely looks like they revolted from Germany. Populist revolt. Populist revolt. And this person decided, hey, let's be bright green. Let's be bright green. So anyway, what I was going to look at was if we could potentially expand into France, but oh my goodness, okay, we've got a war. Yeah, so that's internal vassal war, a claim for the Duchy of Barcelona. This is a tyranny war. Is this... Yep, Duchy of Barcelona. And this is the tyranny war, okay. Which is obviously... Same one? Yeah, okay, the same one. Oh my goodness. Right, so it doesn't look like we're going to actually be able to settle the Iberian struggle. Just because Zenzir is way too powerful for our... Way too powerful for our levels. Okay, so this is someone who is trying to seduce us again. Oh wait, hang on a minute. I was going to say trying to seduce us, and I was thinking it's like, oh, that's interesting. They're actually having a like Duke seduce a king, but no, we died. We're a queen, and nope, abandon this foolish endeavour. So, viewer opinions, please. So compromise is transitioning into opportunity. And this obviously means we have a few different options. Unfortunately, the only thing I can really think of is that we find your most powerful vassals. So like here, and we try and figure out a way to sow dissent, basically, which I'm not up to date on Crusader Kings 3 mechanics. Wouldn't the best time to attack be in the war phase? Yes, but we do not actually, or we've had very few opportunities to get into the war phase because everyone else seems to just go for the other, or do stuff towards the other phases, so that is annoying. I just want to see religious relations. Okay, basically what I want: find secret, support schemes, disrupt schemes. Royal guards, no. Increase control in county. Well, I mean, I want to do that, but that's not what I'm wanting. Foreign affairs, domestic affairs, shorten truce, obviously. Integration. Okay, so like that's not the option I thought it was. Fabricate claim of faith, that's not what I want. Cultural acceptance. It's like convinced that UA territory is really what I want. And you know what? I know you'll consider yourself a powerful vassal. I'm getting rid of you for someone else. So we'll do that. That will take 6 years. We'll see how this goes, because these 2 bits of land are de jure ours. So we'll see how this goes. We can get a couple of bits of territory back, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And hopefully you are not hearing that. That is just my cat deciding that he is about to cough up a hairball. Hello there, Prez. How has the French/Zinzia resistance been going? Annoyingly well. They are holding up very, very well against all of ours. Okay, so scrutinize the ledgers, Duke Vermond, confiscate church property. We'll scrutinize the ledgers. 96% chance. Oh, you're hearing my cat cough up a hairball. Oh dear. Yes, I apologise about that. I apologise about that. Unfortunately, it's not exactly something I can control. So you just recorded some episodes for your own CK3 series. You're getting Henry VIII so hard. Is that obviously not being able to get a suitable heir? I presume that is not being able to get a suitable heir. But yeah, unfortunately, Toxicite, we need to go into the hostility phase. But you can see already we are heading towards conciliation again, which is just not going to be useful for us at all. 8 children. Oh my goodness. 8 children or daughters. Sounds like you need to change your gender inheritance law then. You're playing as Anglo-Saxon England, put Saxon elective on. But that could be interesting, actually, because it does mean So I can't recall the rules of it for Crusader Kings 3, but Saxon elective, can that make a title fall out of your dynasty? Or is it one where only your dynasty can be voted for? And yeah, but they'll never vote for a woman, but it does mean that if you have another branch of the family, oh, it can fall out of the family, oh. Right, that's a bit of a problem then. Hey, this is, oh, 229%. I guess I have no choice. I guess I have no choice. Right, I'm starting to think, honestly, this is probably not a situation I'm going to be able to get out of that well. Right. Countess Leonor. We need to avoid her. We are going to need to avoid her so much. There we go. Blackmail. Right. Attorney Prez. Deciding if you want to remove the elective law so your daughter can inherit or vote for some distant nephew who isn't even Anglo-Saxon. Oh, yeah, that is the eternal debate. Do you vote for a strong male candidate who actually isn't of the same culture? Or do you let it go and allow a woman to inherit? Because honestly, based on English rulership history, they would rather it go to a male, even if they're of completely the wrong culture. I mean, I'm pretty sure George I, who was German, did not speak a word of English, was chosen over a potential female ruler. I'm pretty sure George I was chosen over any potential female rulers. Oh, actually, we may have an opportunity because we do have hostility. So the only thing is, obviously, I need to try and figure out a way. You know what? I'm actually going to pause this for a second and I'm actually going to go and have a look. So we want Crusader Kings 3. So descent between a vassal and liege. See if there's an option. Right, so unfortunately, so descent is only coming up for Crusader Kings 2. So yeah, they had so many good queens, I know, but they did not want, if they could have a male ruler, they would have that, regardless of how good they were, how connected they were to the local culture, or anything like that. Okay, no, I don't think I can see anything. And, okay, you've only got one son as well, so it's not even like that's going to split up and I could potentially snipe in there, but... Okay. Admittedly, I was hoping that I'd be able to carry this through until the end date. But I think just sitting here... Okay, so I think, based on the fact that I'm just sitting here, and the years are just going by and we're not really progressing anywhere, I'm not sure this is going to be very interesting for the immediate future. Especially as we have a dissolution faction that wants to destroy the realm of their liege, which basically means, as far as I understand it, completely destroying the Kingdom of Castile, and everyone becomes independent. That's just going to be chaotic. It could get pretty interesting, yes, or it could get very, very frustrating for me. Or it could get very, very frustrating for me. Obviously, we are going to try and fight them back as much as we can, as much in debt as we are. Aren't most of my vassals pretty small? I mean, yes, but when quite a few of them are involved, so it's like 7,000, 6,000, 1,600. So fingers crossed would be able to do a divide and conquer. Like, not sure why they'd want to dissolve the kingdom, because they want to be independent. Yes. Foolish vassals. Not thinking of the long-term consequences. They're just going to get gobbled up by Zenzia. Oh, excuse me. They're just going to get gobbled up by Zenzia. Or I'm just going to come back around and grab them. Okay, might as well go down golden obligations once more. And yeah, foolish vassals with their short-term thinking. Okay, right. Where are we on this? Hostility is actually just about leading this time, so it may be a situation where obviously we have the dissolution faction. Excuse me, just turning my microphone back around. I will not be threatened. Rally the troops. Okay, right. Who is where and where can we raise things? Hello there, Carla? If that is not how your name is pronounced, please let me know how it is. But thank you for coming to the stream. How are you doing? Hope your day has been going well. You've come in just as we have a war starting. Who is the war leader? Good question. So it is this person over here. Actually, yes, we will raise all of our troops over here. So, Andalusia, or Castile, is actually us. So we've managed to hold things together. We've managed to grow from a tiny little area in 867 to all of this. Unfortunately, we have been trying to take some territory from Zenzia, and it's not going to really work that well. So yeah, unfortunately, Zenzia kind of took the southern half, and we took the northern half and intruded into France at least a little bit. Okay, right. So you are the war leader, so we need to merge all of our troops up. And you are embarking. Interesting choice. So, and where is your capital? Oh, you've only ever played twice in Iberia. Yeah, we're doing this specifically because obviously we have the gosh, words are difficult for me, I will say that. Words can be difficult for me at some times. Fate of Iberia flavor pack, yes, thank you, Prez. So obviously all of the new options that gave us. Right, okay. So we'll gain stress because we're greedy, so I guess it's going to have to be show my serfs their new farms. So I started, oh goodness, let me just see because I cannot 100% remember. I think we started, oh, I know we started around here. I think it may have been County of Valladolid in 867, and we started as a one county ruler. And then we just kind of got lucky. Yep, we were in an independent Mozarabic ruler indeed. And this is where we've come in, what is this, about 330 years? Yeah, 330 years. So we've gone through a few changes. We started off as obviously Mozarabic, and we are now Era Zara. And apparently we are a Galician culture. That is not the right one. That is not the right one. Oops. We want to be... That's the religion. We want to be Basque. Did I propose vassalage to Castile? It's been, honestly, so long I can't overly remember. I think people feel free to correct me if you can remember. But I think we actually managed to grab enough territory that we created the Kingdom of Castile. And we've just managed to hold on to it for that amount of time. So we want to actually change culture. Can we not do that while we're at war? We cannot do that while we are at war. Okay, right. And this is going to take us absolutely forever. Apparently 3 years. Yeah, this has been a very interesting playthrough because honestly it just went so smoothly for me. It was okay, this one's going slightly better. What do we have here? A gift, 225 gold, thank you, and another 225 gold. I don't care about advanced bow making. We're the wrong culture. With wrong culture. Oh dear. So this is a disillusioned faction. So if we don't manage to win this, our kingdom is unfortunately going to go pop. And although we are heading into... Oh no, conciliation has just taken the lead. Right. So yeah, this may be our kingdom is about to go pop. And if that's the case, I am going to have to think about what is going on. We could potentially try and push for a white peace. It just obviously depends on how well the sieges go here versus how well our sieges go. I don't think we have the option to give us a +10 to any kind of war score. So obviously if we were to go for white peace right now, will not accept. So total -25. So we'd obviously need to get that up at least a little bit and hope that we'd manage to be able to mitigate at least some of the issues. Let me just say that. Okay, and we need a new councillor. We need a new chancellor, right. Oh my goodness. 46. 46 skill there. Wow. Yeah, unfortunately, we are kind of running out of supplies as well. So attrition, 1% a month for us. Let's have a look at them. Zoom in a little bit. 1% undersupplied. 46 looks like cheating. I know, but it is genuinely, like, this is just... Okay, he's of our dynasty and he's a genius. So I would explain it. He's 56 years old, so he's obviously had some time to build up his lifestyle. So we can see all of those as well. So all of those traits and such that he's taken are obviously helping him in that regard. Let's actually see what's the breakdown. Okay, wow. So a base of 6. And then a bunch of obviously options. So like charismatic negotiator +6. +5 from genius. Only +2 assistance from spouse. But that is just basically a load of good options stacking up. That is honestly just a load of good options stacking up on him. Wow. Cursed sword. Nobles and peasants alike fall silent or call on divine protection in the presence of this item. Yeah, we are obviously like 330 years into the game, and because I have a habit of trying to keep the good genetics in the family tree, that probably just keeps on repeating and reinforcing, hopefully, the good stats. Oh, okay, apparently I didn't see that we'd sieged that bit of territory down. Genetics I love, best path ever. So yes. 5 years. Oh my goodness, this is going to take us forever. +10. That is... No, -13. Oi. Right, who else can I call on? Potentially. Thing is, it's not a religious war, is it? A religious war. You've only got 13 gold. Yeah, unfortunately they're dying, but we are also dying as well. So do I actually... I think I'm going to risk moving over and trying to get a bit more supply. So we go monthly attrition 0%. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think I've actually seen that skull before. I don't think I've actually ever seen that skull before. Attrition 6% a month because they are starving. You are undersupplied and you are just standing there. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Obviously, war profiteer. We'll see if we can climb, grab back at least a tiny bit of territory. Right, okay. Who are you and what do you want? Burgundy, you want a tiny little piece of territory there. Fine. You can have it. I'm not going to be that fussed. Yeah, okay, right. If Burgundy desperately wants that bit of territory, I'm going to give it to them. Because that is not going to be anything really relevant to our long-term prospects. Burgundy is such an opportunist. The thing is, you say that, that's actually the first time they've really done that. I've been in so many wars where I've been utterly and completely thrashed, and no one has really taken the opportunity to come and try and snipe territory from me. No one's really done that. Oh. Sorry, my mouse is on charge. So it is slightly tethered, so it is a little bit wonky just in terms of control. Ooh. Okay, intricate web weaver. I thought that was the level 4 education. It's not. It's the level 3 one, but that is still good. That is still good. Yeah, they've got a ton of negative, like debuffs. I have seen, yes. So I am trying to be sneaky. I am trying to be a bit sneaky. Oh. 40 stress because we're greedy and we'd have to pay you 100 gold. Oh no, that's the wrong one. No, we don't want you to join the Burgundian War. We want you to join the other one. Right. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like you've got some supplies back. We'll have to go through here. Mountainous territory. Okay, 15%. Let's just see where it goes. In terms of when they finish this siege. Almost done. 1 day left. I'm paused. Right, that would be why. Okay, and they are heading towards us now. They are heading towards us. Okay. Right, they've bunched up. Right. Okay. This is hills here. Let's see if we can siege these down quicker than they can re-siege. Or nope, the funds can be used elsewhere. Oh, goodness. Hello there, Jessie May. Been lurking. Hope I'm well. I have been doing well indeed. Thank you very much. Not so much in terms of this war, unfortunately. But general life things have been going well. Okay, right. Nope, we'll just say let us move on because we are greedy. We don't want to gain stress. Yes, I'm hoping that we can honestly just, oh, 22%, is that enough? Oh my goodness, that was enough. That was enough. Wow. Saved. Yes, just. Oh my goodness, just. You know what? You want that territory? You can have it. You can have it, mate. I don't care. Now, I'm not paying Burgundy a visit. We need to recover. We do need to recover. So, conciliation and hostility are equal. Right. Okay, we'll just say this poem is truly heartfelt. Which criminal revolt? Okay, right. So these are all effectively the people who've revolted against me. You're a dynastic kinslayer. You're an adulterer. I don't care about adultery. Declared war. Okay, she will rise up in rebellion with other disgruntled vassals, unfortunately. And everyone is making sure the dragon today is well fed. Okay, send proposal. Fine. And okay, how long are those imprisonment things going to last for is probably a good question. So I think half of it might be because of our low military forces. Send gift. Thank you. That's going to help me get out of debt. Grandial excess. Okay, looking forward to the next feast. So can't wait. This has gone too far. Yeah, we'll just say I can't wait. And other options are court artifacts, which is basically everything we've already... Okay, yeah, I do remember that one. So what is my favourite life path in Crusader Kings 3? So are you meaning the lifestyle focuses here or something different? Because if it's lifestyle focuses, then I would think... that's actually a good question. I think I honestly like whole of body, because it is quite powerful in terms of disease resistance and such. Obviously, there's like the first one, court position costs less to hire and court positions have better outcomes. You've got Know Thyself. When death of natural causes is 1 year away, you'll receive a warning, which can be very useful. I've used that to my advantage a couple of times, where I've gotten the warning that I'm going to be dead within a year, and then I can hurriedly go through and, to Toxicite's much disgust, start disinheriting a bunch of unimportant or underwhelming children. And then obviously do things like, yes, one thing you will learn here is that Toxicite and I have a bit of an antagonistic relationship, where I will do things and it will just break Toxicite's heart. Yeah, you will learn that very soon. And then obviously other things like, if I have, like, say I've got 2 duchy titles and it's going to be split apart, then I have the time to destroy one of them just to make sure that it all stays within the realm. Oh, twins. So twin 1 and twin 2. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely gorgeously perfect. And yet, this is another thing that gets rubbed into Toxicite's face as well, my breeding programs. My breeding programs work so well. Hey, I'm telling you now, I'm telling you. With Confederate Partition, they can create the titles again. Yes, so obviously that is a situation. Obviously I'm talking about in situations where I have regular partition or better. Obviously, if Confederate Partition, you have enough land, it will automatically get created. So if I'm still on that, I do try and avoid taking too much territory. So yes, we will take another cat. We will always take a cat. And we have grey. So actually, while we're looking at our people, let me go. So obviously we have our son and heir, who is perfect stats across the board. And then obviously his son and heir, perfect stats across the board. Ourselves, we are beautiful, intelligent and robust. And then let's actually have a look at the title history. So we started as this character. So King Ulian, who was, yes, I do believe Valladolid was our starting area. And we did get lucky. He did actually generate with the genius trait, so that gave us a good start. You love Navarra because they start with Visigothic codes. Yes, yes. So we did actually have that as an advantage for at least a little bit. So anyway, then his son was also a genius. His son, we managed to get Comely and Hale in. Then our next ruler was genius and handsome, so we refined the beauty trait. King Mohammed was unfortunately only robust and intelligent. Goffredo was intelligent and robust. He did also have the pure-blooded trait, because we managed to marry that in. Unfortunately, we lost that at some point. We did lose that. It just got bred out of the family tree. Then we had our first queen, Queen Estefania, who was robust, intelligent, comely, and also a giant. Ereman, who only had the handsome trait. And yes, I am saying only because we had a period where it looked like we might have been able to get all 3 traits and then it just disappeared. King Belasco, the crownless, intelligent, robust, and beautiful. And I believe he was also the one who actually did the strengthen the bloodline, where you can increase the rate of genetic traits coming into your family. King Eraman II was only quick and beautiful. Then King Cassio, we had hale, quick, and handsome. But honestly, his children are where we really hit our stride, because this is where we started getting level 2, level 3 traits in, and then the children, and then the children's children are just unbelievably good. They are just unbelievably good, and you need to get married. Hey, good thing I was looking through that then. Good thing I was looking through that. And Toxicite hates that I keep on boasting about my perfect genetic children. He hates it. I just keep rubbing it in his face. I just keep rubbing it in his face because he had one time 2 people completely unrelated, and he managed to roll that, what was it, 1 in 10? 1 in 1,000 chance? That 1 in 1,000 chance of getting the inbred child. And there we go, because every time Toxicite does it, it doesn't work. Do I play multiplayer? Not overly, but that's not for any particular reason. It's more, it's like I generally am... Flaky is the really, really wrong word, but obviously trying to do a multiplayer game, you have to try and schedule it around both people's schedules and options. 225 gold, of course. And I am planning on not necessarily retiring this game, but we are going to be wrapping up at some point, and then I'm going to be moving on. I've got the next 2 games that I'm going to be streaming lined up, so I know what's going to happen. So even if there is a multiplayer game, it's probably going to be a while before Crusader Kings 3 is really able to filter back in. It's probably going to be with like another patch, or if there is probably a good combined group effort. And when you do multiplayer, you usually turn on hot joins so viewers can hop in whenever. Doesn't that impact the way various like other kingdoms and whatnot would work? Because then they would suddenly be going from AI controlled to viewer controlled to back to AI controlled. I mean, you could argue that that would be like just playing a bit of a game, saving, and then choosing to play as a different ruler just in the same save game, but I'm not quite sure on the logistics of it. Oh, excuse me a moment. Takes the planning out, lets viewers have a role if you want. That is true. So it's like if you were doing, well, for me anyway, for example, like an 8-hour stream, it's like multiplayer, hop in, hop out, and then obviously they can come in and join in for whatever person or territory that they want to play. But oh, I'll just quickly hop in. So I do have a Discord. It is fairly small, but you don't necessarily have to join. But if you want to try and arrange a multiplayer thing, it is probably best to contact me on Discord and chat about it there. So if nothing else, you should be able to see my account there and chat to me if you so want to. But yeah, like I said, I've got my next couple of games done. So if I did do the multiplayer thing, it would need to obviously be arranged around that. But I am open to it. And after my last attempt at doing a multiplayer game, I've actually sorted out my headphones and such. So I now have, like, actually have all the options for press to talk and everything. Yes, Prez, Disco Elysium is going to be coming up next. Disco Elysium is coming up next. I bought the enhanced edition, or whatever it's called. The one that's got like the few new quests and all the new voice acting and everything. And yeah, I'm looking forward to streaming it. So obviously it will have the tags like first time, no spoilers, no backseat gaming. Just because it would be one of these ones that would be good to experience fresh. So if people were obviously going to be like, oh hey, like X, Y, and Z might be an interesting thing for you to look at, that's fine. But if people were to say, it's like, oh, you need to go here, do this, go here, do that, come back, do this other thing, that, no. So, give me guidance rather than orders is a good thing. Guidance rather than orders. So, what did I have down here? So is there any warfare? Yes, House of Warriors. So we'll do that one. You've only seen one video of the game a long time ago, but it looks interesting. Yes. I mean, it has been on my radar for a bit. I just... or never really bought it. Or never really kind of actively considered buying it until... Blue Cornflower, one of the other regulars here, Blue Cornflower, one of the other regulars here, suggested it. And then Steam Summer Sale, saw it on, listed on there. Saw it on there. It's like the lowest price it had been historically. So it's like, okay, it's like 11 quid. Sure, I'll buy it and I'll stream it. Jazzy Maid, don't boss PT around, indeed. Obviously, I try to be polite about it. There's not been anyone who's come in and said, I need to do this or I need to do that. It's always been framed as suggestions and advice, and I am open to getting suggestions and advice from people because the communication between me and the viewers is most of the reason I stream, anyway. And Toxicite, here is some guidance. This is your conscious speaking. We have not spoken for a while. How are you? Why do you abuse your beloved Toxic? Oh my Toxicite, I didn't know we were that close. I didn't know we were that close. Okay, we have a decision to pet our cat. Oh, 11 stress. That's gone up a little bit. Used to be, just 10 stress. That's gone up a tiny bit. Okay, we are only making 14 gold a month, so it's still going to be a while, even with gifts, to get back into the positive. Game, please don't freeze like that. You make me nervous. Okay, conciliation is leading. Right. So close to the point of disinheriting me. Oh, I wouldn't just disinherit you, Toxicite. I wouldn't just disinherit you. I'd do something much, much worse. Okay. So this is fun. I think this is our first cat with green eyes. Or, as the game says, emerald. I am so thankful. That is reassuring. Okay, anyway, right. My cat is crawling across to my desk. Hello, Ollie. Hey, are you reminding me it's your FOOD time? Hey, are you reminding me it's your FOOD time? Hey. Hey, Ollie. Okay, he's not going to squeak for you people. But I'll be right back. I need to get him his food. So that will be just a couple of minutes. Oh, goodness. Right. Okay, the local people have protested vehemently against their illegitimate ruler, but in vain. Local discontent may still make it easier prey for us. My diplomatic plan has been foiled for now. Right, so does that mean... Yes. Okay, so we can't do that one. We can try and do that one. And that's where I leave it while I go and quickly get my cat his dinner, because otherwise he's going to start complaining. Okay. No problem with the lurk toxicite. Thank you for hanging around. So I complain about my cat, I admit, but he is very good. He is very good when it comes to his food times. He's not one of these cats that wanders around meowing his head off. At least not until we've actually asked him if he wants his food. So he is very, very patient. Very patient little kitty. Okay, level 3 education, not bad. He's old, that's fine. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so the Duke of Barcelona has actually taken that territory. This is going to be... interesting. That's going to be tricky, because if you continue stretching there, Mallorca is not going to be independent for too long. And we're going to potentially have a stalemate with Zenzia, where we both own 50% of the territory. Obviously, one of the things we'll probably need to do is take over a bit more than 50%. Give someone independence. Okay, so that is generic ill, so we'll just say do no more than is necessary. And then obviously we are going to have to probably give like a small little county independence just so we can avoid having a 50-50 split. Okay, we got some people in prison. So let's okay, you won't convert probably because you are zealous. Yep. You are indeed zealous. You, however, will accept. And we will just release you. In yes, just musing on how we're going to be able to do this. Because you are once again of a similar strength and you've had a lot of children. 6 children. Oh, obviously it also helps having a couple of secondary spouses. Let's have a look. So a dwarf and ill versus genius and pretty. Robust, intelligent, and handsome. Yeah. So, oh my goodness, genius there. So one other thing that Toxicite and I have been saying about this playthrough is that Zenzir has been playing like a human. So yeah, Zenzir has been playing like a human because they have just consolidated so much territory. Even with partition, they managed it so they have 1 kingdom and 1 duchy title, so things don't get split apart. They have children who've got good genetic traits. Honestly, I may be tempted to just wrap up this game effectively with a handshake. With a handshake for Zenzir, because we've effectively fought to a stalemate. We've effectively fought to a stalemate like this. Okay, so you aren't... Yeah, I'd rather actually have someone good and someone really good doing this. Okay, we are positive, but unfortunately that means our men-at-arms are going to be sucking away a bit of that money, so we'll remove that for now. Oh, Rise of the Mongols. Okay, so 13th of July, 1202 AD. We have Genghis Khan appearing. He is not the first to make the threat of conquering the entire world, but the story goes that the Khagan rides at the head of a horde of invincible horsemen that cannot be killed. Any county occupied by the Mongols will lose a large portion of its development. So let me pause and actually have a look over here. So, can we overly see them? Yep, there we... That looks like him. Looks like him. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Be interesting to see how far through they get, because unlike some other games, we don't overly have... Okay, we don't have the Byzantine Empire as a potential buffer. Nicaea, which is what remained of the Byzantine Empire, has split into 2 completely separate territories. So they are brothers ruling over it, but unfortunately I don't think... Yeah, so Anatolia, I presume that is. You don't think that was him? I presume that's... Okay, yeah, not enough troops. Right, okay. Okay. Right, so... Oh, okay, there he is. Right. Close. Almost. Almost. There we go. Almost 32,000 troops. Yep, there we go. There we go. Okay, so anyway, it'll be interesting to see how far he goes, because we don't have the Byzantine Empire, who is usually who is usually the one that blocks progress into Eastern Europe. However, we do have Transoxiana, I'm not quite sure. So yeah, they could potentially 22,000. Nope, we're not giving the cat away. And then obviously we do still have, there's still, okay, 6,000 troops, 16,000. Right. We're probably not going to win this one, I admit. So, what do you want? Okay, so you just want via solid. So you only want one bit of territory. Okay. Unfortunately, this is probably going to push us into debt again. So, Carla, feel like the Byzantine Empire and Abbasids have been heavily nerfed in CK3. I haven't kept an eye on the Byzantine Empire too much. It's just when they split apart, or when the title was destroyed a few episodes ago, I noticed that and I just went, ooh. We do also have the Gemelids as well. Yeah, I think the Gemelids and Nicaea and Transoxiana, those are probably, okay, yeah, we've got a fair few territories over here that are probably going to give a good resistance. Oh, okay, the Syphilids are not working, not doing too well. So we've got Sardinia and Corsica coming in from the east, and we've got the Canaries coming in from the west. Anyway, enough about worldly events. We obviously just need to focus on our own areas. Let's send you there and send you there. So we need to check. Unyielding defender, rough terrain expert, that is fine. Unyielding and aggressive. And you are folder. Hey, I think I'll swap you out for someone that's got the Holy Warrior trait. Just so we can see. And obviously this is going to, yeah, there we go. Massing pretty much all of their troops right now. If we try and retreat. Come on. Nope, one of our territories got caught. Or one of our armies got caught. That is not good. So yeah, this is why I kind of keep saying that we probably need to recruit a Holy Order. Yes, that's probably good, thank you. So 8,000. They go to arrive up here. And we need to run. Please. Nope. Run. Run as fast. Get out of there as fast as you can. Yeah, this is why I keep on saying that we probably just need to finish up and shake hands with Zenzir, because we're holding out for now. I was going to say, was that a complete stack wipe? Thankfully, no. Because we are mostly holding our own, but it's still being very, very tricky for us. Did we lose a councillor? We did not. Just wanted to check. 5, 10, 15, 20,000. Oh, and there's another 3,000 there. There's 23,000. We've only got 18,000 available. I'm gonna go for it. Nope. Yeah, unfortunately, this is what keeps happening. Zenzir is playing like a human. Lindsay is very, very much playing like a human. Yep, no problem, Jazzy May. Thank you for the lurk. And yeah, they're also being smarter than obviously our vassals, because they are splitting their troops apart and making sure they are not impacted by supply limits. Yeah, maybe I could try and siege down some of their territory and maybe that might bait them in. No, apparently we don't have any siege equipment. We don't have any siege equipment, oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. 0 trebuchets. Oh joy. So how long is that going to take us? 7 years. 7 years. Right. Hey, damsels in distress. So this is basically women who have taken up arms to defend the city. Yes, we could say, I wish all my subjects were so ready to defend our lands. Being a queen, I don't think we're actually going to say that they should only, or they should not fight, because I think we're kind of at the situation where we probably need as many people fighting as we can. Especially seeing as this is, we're starving. Yep, we are starving. Okay. Right. I think we're probably going to have to go up here. Okay, yep, we're losing a huge amount of troops there, so we need to split. And hopefully move. Nope, that's still going to impact us. There we go. Okay, that solved that temporarily. But we are minus 77%, and I don't think there's going to be any way we can overly win this. Okay, we do have 21,500 troops available to us. I don't think we're going to be able to reinforce it, and if we send our troops in, once again, they're just going to get slaughtered. Yeah, the question is, they are almost starving, but we're also at minus 90% war score. So it's a bit of a, okay, how long can we hold out? How long can we hold out? Because I think they, yep. I think they are probably going to reach minus 100%. One last push. I don't think so. Nope. Minus 100. Okay, there we go. So be it. And disband all troops. Yep, there we go. And where are we heading into? Conciliation once more. Though hostility is only a couple of points behind it. But for now, seeing as we should have a truce now for 5 years. We can hopefully reinforce a little bit. He is also in debt. He's gaining 12 gold a month, so about the same as us. Unfortunately, we are in twice as much debt as he is. That neon green in Germany is going to really draw my attention a lot. Okay, let's honestly zoom out. So we do have obviously the Great Khans coming in. So I think we'll probably on Saturday obviously pop in and do a bit more, see what happens with the Iberian struggle. And if nothing else, I think we will see how far the Great Khans actually managed to spread across the world. Yep, I was just actually about to finish up Carla anyway. But yep, thank you very, very much for the follow. And let me actually just transition over to this. But yeah, thank you to everyone who stopped by to watch, lurk, follow. The couple of new followers that we've had, Carla and the Real Leaf, thank you very much for that. I will save this game and we will come back to it on Saturday, and maybe we might get a chance to have a look and get some more territory back. Or we may just be seeing how the Mongols progress across the world. So let me just mute my desktop and let me just have a look to see if there's anyone we could potentially go and say hello to and raid. Okay, none of my fellow streamers that I usually go and say hello to. I don't think there's anything that really goes along with Crusader Kings 3. So I think I'll have a look at Crusader Kings 3, see if there's anyone who's doing anything interesting. Okay, there's actually someone here who is English neurodivergent. Let's go. Let me just check them out first, just to make sure that they seem to be a decent streamer. Okay, let me just unmute, see how they are. Okay, so this person looks like they are playing in Russia, roughly about modern day Russia. Got 2 viewers, so you know what, let's go and say hello. So anyway, as per the norm, thank you everyone for watching. I will set up our raid. We do have a raid message if you want to copy that across. And let's see, raid. Well, gosh, this is okay. Tigrovna. There we go. Okay. So hopefully I will see people on Saturday. If not, hopefully I will see you soon. But either way, thank you very much for stopping by and have a good rest of the day. Thank you very much, everyone.